Good afternoon, dorks. How's it going? It's Unchatter. It's art time. Happy Saturday. Hello, JM. How's it going? We're in for a weird one today. So hang on to your pants. We're gonna go for it today. It's art. It's time for art. Art time. Hooray! I am excited and also terrified. Hooray! Can't hang on to my pants. There's a cat on top of them. That's weirdly appropriate for today. Probably. Jezebel was on top of me earlier today too. I had to kick her out for a bit, so we'll see if she comes back. She has her perch available to her, but if she just comes in here and starts eating cords again, then she's gonna get kicked out again. So I don't know. We'll see. Today is gonna be a weird hybrid stream. Today is a combination of I'm gonna be focusing on the art, but we're gonna have a video game playing in the background for reasons. If you've been following along with our Dyson Sphere playthrough at all, you'll know that we are so close to being done with our massive, gigantic Dyson Sphere. The only problem is that as close as we are, there's still like 6 hours of gameplay left of just literally watching the progress bar. There's not really anything we can do to make it go faster at this point. So we're just kind of we've been doing achievement runs in the streams where we've been playing it, but I don't think I have another 6 hours worth of achievement hunting in me. So what we're gonna do today is we're gonna do an art stream, but there's gonna be a little picture-in-picture up in the corner of our Dyson Sphere, slowly completing, because it's just running on my computer. Because I don't need my computer to be doing the art. The art is all analog over there, so the computer's gonna sit here and chug away, letting the solar sails creep into our Dyson Sphere. Because that's the thing that made the most sense. But yes, so you'll see like a whole dang video game up in the corner here. You can ignore it if you have no idea what's going on. It's mostly for us to just kind of keep track of how glorious it is and how close it is. As far as the art goes, that's gonna be a whole thing. We're working on a kind of a fudgy paint by numbers of my cat. It's not a real paint by numbers. I just got like a printout. I printed out a photo of her, and then we used carbon transfer paper to transfer the lines onto a board. And then, we did that in like an hour in the first stream. And then everything else is going to be color matching, which is super cool because it's color matching all the different shades of black cat by a colorblind person. So hopefully this is entertaining and not painful, because it might be a little painful for me, but I'm excited. We're gonna do it. I did a Lego build while watching the VOD. I enjoyed the joke about being sponsored by a rainbow, but then not using all the colors of the rainbow because Jess is a black cat. Exactly. Are you colorblind? I am absolutely colorblind. Actually, I'm like 50% colorblind. I've been doing a lot of research on colorblindness recently. For reasons. Didn't know. It's one of those invisible things, ain't it? It only comes up every so often. Like I have color vision. I'm not it's not like black and white vision like some people think, unless you're like in really rare circumstances. I have one of the more common types of color blindness. So it just kind of every once in a while, colors are difficult, and otherwise everything is fine. It's situations like this where I'm like, what color is that? These are the kinds of things where it comes up, like red, green. Yes. So you want to know a hot tip about color blindness? I learned this in my last binge of researching color blindness. So you have 3 cones, right? There's 3. You got your red cones, your blue cones, and your green cones. So there's basically 3 different kinds of color blindness. You can have. It's which of those cones is having a problem, right? You can have red cone color blindness, you have green cone color blindness, you can have blue cone color blindness, and they kind of manifest differently depending on what they are, because it shifts the wavelength that the cones are most receptive to. Is my understanding of it now. But that means that if the problem is with your red cones, you're red-green colorblind, and if your problem is with your red cones, you're red-green colorblind. There's two different ways to be red-green colorblind. That's the part that was blowing my mind. If you ask anyone about colorblindness, the only thing they will know is, are you red-green colorblind? Yes? Okay, cool. And that's like the extent of the knowledge on it, right? There's two different ways to be red-green colorblind. And also, the third kind of colorblindness is like an order of magnitude more rare. And then the black and white colorblindness is like another order of magnitude more rare than that. So if someone is colorblind, there's like a 90% chance that they are red-green colorblind, one of those two kinds. Right? I mean, so yeah, my granddad was colorblind. I found out he wanted to join the Navy, but he couldn't tell the difference. He wasn't allowed. He couldn't tell the lights for port and starboard. Exactly. I've known that like I couldn't be a pilot from a young age. Not that that was ever a danger, but like the military wouldn't let me in an airplane for similar reasons, like telling the difference between little red and green flashing lights, or like red and green wires, like really tiny wires that are all like jumbled together. It can be really hard to tell what color those are. But yeah, I am red-green colorblind, but also that doesn't really mean much. I'm colorblind, and most colorblind people are red-green colorblind. There's your fact for the day. There's a football manager creator who's colorblind, and when the teams play in certain color kits, he's just like, I have no idea what's going on. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's a really good example. Yeah, like if you have little red dudes and little green dudes running around, and you're supposed to tell like which is which, it's just a mess. They're just all commingled, and it's all you can't differentiate between them very easily. Like if I pause the video and like stare at it for a while, you could probably like start picking them out. But like as they're moving around in the thick of it, there's just no way. Green and red dunes on a green pitch, yeah, exactly. It's over. There's no way. There's no way. Yeah, so another instance of things that are difficult for colorblindness is, you know, what we're about to spend the next 3 hours doing. Being able to say, like, look at a color and then mix paints to match that color is rather difficult, as you will see. So this cat painting is going to be rather abstract. Yes. It's more likely what's going to happen is that there's going to be a first pass through where I make a first attempt at all the colors, and then I'm probably going to come back, and once they're all in place, I think I'm going to be able to say, oh, that one's wrong and that one's wrong, and then I'll be able to do like another coat and kind of fix them together. But really, she only has, there's 3 colors. It's just different shades of those colors, right? She's a black cat. There's a bunch of gray undertones, and then she has a bunch of like an orange undertone. It's just mixtures of those 3 things, and then like white for like the highlights and the whiskers and things like that, but it's still going to be difficult, as you will see. Anyway, we can kind of, we're just going to get into it. I was getting everything set up for the stream today, and I was hoping that all my, the paints that I mixed at the end of last stream were going to survive in the little wet pad. And they are damp, but not usable quite as they are. So we'll see if I can bring them back to life, but otherwise we'll be mixing some more colors. Anyway, today's episode is brought to you by Color. How do they work? And also by you, clicking on the buttons down there and hanging out and lurking and telling me my colors are wrong and laughing at my eyeballs. Color, with the U even. That's what's getting me by, or Color, but one of each. This one's colorblind, this one's colorblind. So yeah, that's what's gonna be up today. And we're just gonna chill. We're gonna listen to our music, and we're gonna watch our Dyson Sphere inch closer to completion, and we're gonna paint our cat. And that's all today's gonna be. So let me see. Let's go over here. Some words look better without the U. I like the U in Color myself. I also go back and forth on it. Yeah. I think I like it, at least the word color I like without the U. I mean, now you're getting into words, and that's a whole different thing. Okay, so here. You can still hear me, yes? Oh, and so I have us placed on a planet. There we go. So we'll have to like reposition the camera in Dyson Sphere every once in a while because we're standing on a planet and the planet is rotating. I tried finding like a spot out in space where we could just hang in empty space and look at the sphere, but turns out gravity's a thing in this game, so I got like sucked back into the sun. So it didn't quite work, but we'll just kind of keep an eye on it like this. And yeah. And okay, so I'm gonna move over to the desk, and then we'll go from there. Okay, you can hear me? I think you can hear me. Hooray! Now we're here. Yay, hooray! Here's our painting so far. Here's our reference image that we copied. And see, the shape is pretty dang similar. Crafting is quieter than your full. Oh, okay. Can you? I mean, it shouldn't be. Hopefully you can hear me. Getting all situated here. I can see chat, I can see stream, I can see my reference photos. I think we're good in principle. The main thing is now what the heck am I doing? I spent all day getting to this point. Didn't plan past this point much. But I got my paper towels. I have my mostly dried paints. Hooray. It is neat to look over and just see the Dyson Sphere just slowly going across the screen. I do enjoy that. I think I prefer most words without the U. The one that trips me up is the English words that can have an S or a Z, depending on if it's US or UK English. That I go back and forth on all the time. Because that's kind of arbitrary. Anyway. Colors. How do they work? So in principle, we should be going from light to dark, right? And that was my struggle, is because all the light colors are the weird ones. I have reference photos over here, if I can kind of redo some of my stuff here. Come on, yeah, there we go. I want to find just some good color reference. I need like a real life eyedropper kind of a thing. Why can't I scroll? Is this... what's going on here? Stupid trackpads. Why can't I... well, come on. Know what I would do if I had a mouse. Why can't I guess this works. No. Out. There we go. Okay. A bit better. Okay. I think the main thing... I think I got most of the really light spots, and I think we were moving on towards some of the darker spaces. And you're just gonna get like a night sky for a while. Okay, so how do I want to go about this? I need a strategy. I didn't do much thinking about this off stream. I think what's gonna happen here, maybe let's start fresh. I'm gonna ignore our old paints. I'm gonna mix some more. Be brought back if it needs. But realistically, there's like, we're gonna have black. We're gonna have like a black. We're gonna have a black gray. We're gonna have a black orange. And then like a couple different shades of those, maybe? Like it's really, those are her 3 colors. It's just in a bunch of different shades. So maybe that's what I need to be doing, is I'll mix. Let's start with like the gray. So we've done most of the orange. I think I've done most of the orange, and I have no idea if the orange is correct, so I want to come back to the orange later. So let's do gray. So I'm gonna mix like maybe 3 different shades of black gray. Like a dark gray, and like a medium dark gray, and then like a kind of dark gray. I think that's gonna be my strategy here. Oop. Really crusties and things. I'm gonna do. I want to be mathematical about this, right? At least I do. I'm gonna do. A 2-to-1 and a 1-to-1 and a 1-to-2. Sense. I'm gonna start there and see what happens, basically. Right, and then you're getting 2. Mixing with this, I should get like a toothpick. Oh well. I'll hopefully keep my colors a little more contained. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty dark. For being the lightest of the 3, that's still pretty dark. And that's darker. Okay. Maybe this will work. Maybe this is all I needed to do. And that is darker. Okay. I'm gonna call this good. Because I can replicate that, right? If they're mathematical recipes, I can replicate them. So now the trick is where do those go? What are the colors and where do they go? That's the only 2 questions, and it's gonna take me all day to figure it out. I like the words errands and groceries. British people aren't supposed to, but I feel like they serve a purpose. Fair. Going to the shops and doing shopping for some shopping. So you don't use the words errands or groceries? Really? Going to the shops to do shopping for groceries. I mean, we go to the grocery store for groceries. Not only do we do grocery shopping, we go to the grocery store. And errands is just great because it encompasses everything. Errands is like everything that you have to do outside is errands. Picking up the mail, sending mail, picking up kids from soccer practice, all that. Oh, those are all errands. Going to get your hair cut. Groceries is just shopping. Yeah, exactly. Groceries is specifically shopping for groceries, though. You can go shopping for things that aren't groceries. I didn't realize that was a difference. I didn't realize that was a uniquely American thing. I like those words too. Those are useful words. Don't have a... So if you go shopping for like all your food stuff for the week, that's just shopping? I find that strange. People here would say they're going to the food shop or the big shop. The big shop, because that's descriptive. Really funny. I think I want you down here, maybe? I'm getting a bit of a glare when it's up there. So I'm trying to see all these little differences, right? So, where is this lightest of gray supposed to go? That's really the question. We have these... It has like these kind of orangey bits, right? Kind of orange bands. And I think some of these areas directly adjacent is going to be this light gray color. The big shop. Saturday morning is when we do the big shop. That's silly. Might be regional variants. Sidewalk annoys me a bit. Pavement's classier? What? Pavement might sound classier, but sidewalk is more descriptive. Pavement is like any paved thing. Like the pavement is like the material. The sidewalk is the purpose. You don't say sidewalk? How are you? That blows me away. I knew about all the spelling differences, but I did not know how many words were uniquely ours. Okay, so we're doing... Get into the lift, we're going up. I hear lift. Lift makes sense to me. Elevator comes from elevation. Lift is fun. Lift is more to the point, right? But it's also very... European. I think what's gonna happen... I want to start like in here. Like in here too. There's a lot of this light gray stuff. Like here, I think this is gonna be light gray. Or the lighter of the three. This is still a pretty dark gray, but that's also appropriate for her, I think. Also trying to pay attention to whenever I'm doing a color that's adjacent to a color I've already done, I want to make sure that I'm painting over these lines in between. So I'm not leaving like borders between everything. So far, that hasn't been a big deal. Sidewalk says a lot about American culture as it assumes it's to the side of something, the road for cars, the pavement is any paved footpath. Interesting. I mean, I agree that we definitely have a car-centric culture. I will not fight you on that at all, but... It is a walk on the side of the road. I mean, it is what it is. If it's not on the side of a road, then it's like a path. But we would probably still call it a sidewalk. You could probably have a paved footpath in the middle of an empty field and we'd still call it a sidewalk. The same theme as last stream. I'm gonna have zero confidence in any of these colors I'm putting down, but I'm gonna kind of just force myself to go for it. And if we have to fix things, then we'll fix things. Do hear you on pavement could imply like a patio or a drive. Yeah, exactly. Might also say curb. Yeah. But that still implies it's like adjacent to something else, right? Now the question is, do we want anything lighter than that? Or is that going to be our lightest gray? I feel like she has a little bit. Just a little bit. Maybe let's like do a 3-to-1. Just as our light gray. And that'll be like some of these little tiny bits, little highlights. Do just like straight gray. I don't know if she gets that light. I'm gonna put a little bit of black in there. Got some darkness to it. Maybe even a bit lighter? I don't know. No, it's still pretty different. We're going for it. We're just gonna go for it. I think there's gonna be enough contrast there that it's noticeable. Basically all I want. I think the key with this painting is the eyes. You could almost do anything else with the fur and it will look good. I think I agree. I really got her look. I'm really happy with the lines. I did a watercolor of Frank once, and besides the head shape not being 100%, I was happy with it, yeah. I mean, that's the magic of art, right? Is it, you don't gotta get that, you don't have to get that close. It's a recognizable form. You know what Frank looks like. You know him when you see him, right? This is gonna be darker. I guess she does have some... I'm gonna do some lightness in here, in the front of her paw. Again, this right here is gonna be our... I don't even know how I'm gonna differentiate between all these. Our number 2 gray. Tracing method ensures that Dyson Sphere has gone off. Oh, I think it's just the night sky. I'll fix it. I don't want to have to get up too often to reposition it, but I will to kind of keep it in frame. Okay. guess I did say it's all one color. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna go for it. One thing I've learned about color blindness is that it isn't like, I don't know if I fully understand this or if it's fully accurate, so you know, don't trust me on anything, but people who are colorblind tend to have some better awareness of different the colors that they aren't, you know, deficient to. Okay. Oh, all right. Like I might be able to differentiate more monochromatic colors than the average person, like the blacks and grays and all those kinds of things. I might be more suited for that than the average person, but also, I mean, how do you? Not that I've tested anything, but there is the theory. We won't be, you know, reaching a conclusion on that today. Yeah, I wonder how frequently the Dyson Sphere is going to be in frame if I just let it leave like that. In your last stream, you made it like you had a cat each rather than two shared cats. I did say that, didn't I? I mean, it's like, from the human perspective, it's two humans owning two cats. But from the cat perspective, each of them has a very distinct person that they've attached to. Like, both of the cats are both of ours. But if you ask the cats, then Sybil is definitely Z's and Jezebel is definitely mine. Just the way that they behave and who they've been attached to this whole time. It just kind of worked out that way. I would definitely say, like Sybil is definitely Z's, because Z got Sybil before we were together and before we moved in together. So they were already a pair before I entered the picture. And when I moved in with Z, they had a roommate who also had a cat. So when the roommate moved out and took their cat, then Sybil was alone. So we got a second cat because, you know, having two cats makes sense. And then the second cat was Jezebel. So, you know, Jezebel enters the household and there's two humans and one cat is very clearly paired with one human, and there's a human left. So that's the human that she got. That's not too bad, I don't think. I mean, there's a couple different grays in there, right? They are going to be awfully close, but I guess that's kind of the point, right? There's a good connection between you, though. I think so. She might disagree. Instead of doing all one color at once, I'm going to kind of work my way across. It's a lot easier to say, like, relatively, oh, this is a darker one than the one next to it, than it is just like say, oh, this is all the medium gray. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do everything except for like the black. Those ones are relatively obvious which ones they are. Then I might even go back over some of the gray with some light orange, like a layer of orange. I don't know. We're gonna go for it and see what happens, I think, ultimately. Here. A lighter one. Say this one. That one's going to be totally black. Then I want to do... Maybe I will pour some black just so I can do them as I come across them. Like, it's not the way you're supposed to do it. But also, I'm just here to make it work, not do things correctly. Plus, just going from one shade of gray to another shade of gray, I'm not too worried about cross-contamination of my colors. If I was going from orange to black and back again, I would worry more, but I'm not. Oh, you can see it again. It's coming back around. That makes me happy. Dork. Hello, Lennox. We're working on our own dork right here. I'm gonna have just a little bit of actual black here. Hello, friend, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm here in Color Heck, trying to color match my black cat, because that's the task I set out for myself today. And also we're letting our Dyson Sphere get a little bit closer to completion, just running in the background there. So you can see my picture-in-picture Dyson Sphere is just going out of frame again because we're on a planet that's rotating, but that's happening in the background. Decided to haul off and rain super heavy just now, and I'm stoked after taking out the trash. Excellent. Are you in a place that usually gets heavy rain? It's really nice here. I think we got our... I guess it's a little cooler today than it has been in the last week or so. We had some 80-degree days earlier this week. But we're no strangers to rain here. Usually not like real big thunderstorms though. Just like a, perpetual light drizzle. I love the rain though. Not always a fan of being out in the rain, but I love me a rainy day. And a snowy day. Yeah, okay, so the black does differentiate itself from the grays pretty well here, I would say. Does look different. Exactly what we want. Of course, I'm curious to see how it all dries out. Well, here this was shocking to have to get this heavy within the course of 10 minutes running recycle and trash out to the garbage cage. Yeah, I guess it can come down real fast sometimes, huh? Surprise! It's rain! Remember, wish me luck. I'll have to try to learn how roles work in Discord since I've been trying to set up a server for the past hour. Good luck. I know exactly what you mean. Discord roles are a whole nesting pile of nonsense. I could give advice, but not while streaming. Because even remembering how that works would take all of my brain. But if some other time you would like some advice, I am absolutely down to help. It is legitimately a whole thing. I feel like every other month Jam is in here telling me, hey, should I have permission to post pictures in the picture thread? And I'm like, why do you not? I swear, I gave everyone all the permissions, and it's all it's all very strange. All right, so then we have some little lighter spots here. I think I did this one. New. Teeny little dot right there. Was the wrong one? Yeah. Sounds about right. It's a whole mess. I mean, those look like little footsies. I'm seeing different colors in there. I think we got a strategy here. I think the strategy will work. Matter of looking at a spot and saying which color it is. He's in here. He's lurking behind me. What's neat about basing this off of a real photo, even if I'm not taking colors directly from the photo, I am taking like their relative values, right? Like things that are lighter than each other on the photo, I'm going to make lighter than each other in the painting, which has the effect of kind of baking in a lighting scheme without me having to think about lighting at all. In the photo, she has kind of this, she has a backlit effect to her, because she's literally backlit. There's a monitor sitting behind her in that photo. So she's lit in a very specific way. So I'm basically getting all that lighting for free. long as I can accurately match things. I'm going to try to do a paint draw of Sybil. Excellent. I should show you the one that Z did. Like this whole process, I'm just doing the same thing that Z did for Sybil. So there is a painting that looks like this for Sybil already. So I should go grab it at some point and show you. It's very good. I think it's going to be better than this one at the end of the day. Like now, I'm gonna lose track of which is which. That looks the same. Better show us, better, yeah, that's fair. And yes, the correct spelling of Sybil gets us tripped up all the time. I'm gonna go grab it real quick. Here she is. So this is what I'm emulating. I think it's very, very well done. This is like definitely that cat. Like it's adorable. The same thing, like we took a photo, or they took a photo, and just did what the photo is. It comes out so good. This has been done for a while now. This is like maybe a year ago even. So it's like every time I look at it, it's like it needs a matching one, right? It needs one of the other cat right next. Will pass through the frame. Okay. let's see. Coverage is also not 100%. Like, obviously I have, you know, brush marks in here, but it also might be better. I mean, some variance inside of each block is just going to add more to its kind of chaotic, fluffy catness, so I'm going to not worry about it too badly. Is that the same? Shield. Yeah, I'm gonna get all lost in here. I'm just gonna work. Gonna be the theme of the day. Okay, and I want to do little sections at a time. We have probably this middle one is black. I'll work lighter from there, I guess. We're already breaking rules. Might as well break all the rules. Okay, this is one shade lighter. Here. And one. Yeah. That's gonna work. This whole section in here is gonna be the lighter one as well. Really, it's like, not that the fur is lighter, it's just that there's a whole bunch of whiskers. Like a bunch of white hairs kind of in this area too. Maybe I'll go down one shade. And I get lightened up with the final step. Maybe? I mean, it is awfully dark. We're going for it. Every time I second guess myself, we're just gonna go for it. Anything that looks wrong to you, I will just say, oh, that's a camera thing. It looks better in person. Too bad you can't come see it. Looks good here anyway, good. I am excited / terrified to see what it looks like when it's all done, but I think we're on a good track here. lighter here. And we're gonna go a shade darker for here. All the way darker? Do I go halfway darker? I'm just gonna do one darker. I'm curious if those are gonna be even differentiable side by side. I mean, they are slightly different. He's not a creature of contrast, that's for sure. Yeah, I mean, those are different colors. And then I want to go back up a shade. And down here in the middle, like, very similar to all the surrounding colors. It's like one down from black. May or may not be one of these neighboring colors. No, I think that's different. Okay. I think I did it right. Okay, well, it's a cat, ain't it? I mean, it's still really hard for me to judge. Like, if I look at a picture of her, like, yes, it's a lot of gray, but there's also a lot of this weird orange gray. I think we're gonna, like, I think those are the spaces that I've already colored, and maybe these are not the perfect color for those spaces. It's really hard to tell. I know that this big, like this whole big middle section here, there's a really big spot here. Whoops, that was wet. And this is all gonna be black. So I think I want to either do that or do everything around it, and then do it. Oh, the sphere's gonna come around again. Maybe I should have just some normal gray. Yeah, I think I have just straight black. I think I need straight gray. These bits around her tufty. For some of these lines I drew, there really is no difference between the colors. I think some of these sections are, like, the little ones are gonna get merged together a bit. I like this whole bottom chunk here is black. Okay. Makes sense. Then we got this middle section, which is a middle color. These, which like the middle one is kind of medium dark. off is going to be not quite the lightest color. First round to come back with a background color around all of these spiky bits. It'll be real fun. Ah, there's cat hair in the paint. How tragically appropriate. This is gonna be great. Authentic cat hair, yeah, exactly. I'll give my blood, sweat, and tears. She can give 5 hairs. I'll call it even. And then... I'm gonna go... Hey, look, more cat hair! Last bit is all going to be one step from the actually don't look too bad. Basically doing the same thing but on the computer. That's smart. That is also a thing that can happen. Oh, you get a Control Z function. I am jealous. Someday they'll invent analog Control Z, and then everything will be fine. I think I want to work my way up this space in here. There's definitely some light bits in here. Like, well, some of it's also pretty dark, like right in here. Yeah, let's go with this. Or was I just looking? Oh my god. Now I'm here. Like, little bits of almost black, just kind of through everything. Like this should be that color. I wonder what happens. Can I effectively paint over some of the... Probably. Fuck off, cat hair. No. Your input is not needed. Making good progress. Love the tones and tail. I'm pretty happy with the tail here. I think I do like that. I keep trying to look over at like the stream to kind of see what it looks like when, you know, zoomed out and such. I think we're on the right track. There are definitely some colors that I think might need some touching up later, but I think we're in the realm of doing good things. I think having all the different shades of gray is the right call here. Because, like, I mean, this is going back to the you know, the whole conversation about colorblindness. Like, it's really hard for me to look at a color and know what that color is, but I can look at, you know, a series of 5 colors and know the relative values, just like anyone else can. But, you know, that's a thing that I still have the ability to do. At least in theory. Some of it's starting to dry out. I've been doing this a little bit. And then shape, I guess that's gonna be This whole section in here, like all this kind of scares me. I mean, so this is pretty dark. This one's kind of medium. I guess it goes back and forth. This is real dark. Then kind of mixes back up again. This one. This one should probably be orange too. Like a slightly darker orange. I'm gonna leave that one. I think what I need to do, for the sake of my sanity, is to get this big black section in here going. That's gonna kind of change what everything around it looks like, right? I know it's not the proper way to do things, but I just need to be able to see like the relativeness of everything. I'm just gonna work on it. No proper way to do things. That might not be correct, but I appreciate your attitude. I mean, there's a reason to go from lights to darks, but all the downsides to doing it the other way, I think, don't really matter for this particular project. Or at least I'd rather just deal with that than being too strict about it. Depends if you're just doing it to have a good time. It's true. I mean, I'm doing it to make something that looks good and to be entertaining, but also to have a good time. Sybil or Sybil? Great question. I have to look it up every single time. We like spelled it one way on her like on her tags or whatever. But I think we spelled it the other way with the vet. No, it's like we have documentation everywhere with both spellings. UNZ on Discord use both? Yeah, probably. That doesn't surprise me. Is one more proper than the other? Those are both like, those both exist as names, right? Any nice weekend plans? You're looking at it? I don't think I have any plans for tomorrow. We celebrate Z's interview thing. We sure did. We went out to a local bar and grill thing, and it was quite mediocre. So we probably won't be going back again. But we went out and got a nice burger and beer kind of situation. I think the real celebration is where like we're going through our list of all the purchases that we've been putting off and going like, ooh, what can we get now? Like shelves for the kitchen and things like that. That's what we're celebrating. Great when that hams? Yeah, totally. I mean, we know like the job offer's been signed, all that kind of things, all that stuff has been set, but you know, obviously new paychecks haven't started coming in yet, so just kind of sitting back like, oh yay, things will be slightly easier soon? Question mark. There's always a worry, it's true. Life do just be that way. The best part about this style of painting is that I can get kind of outside the lines a little bit and it really doesn't matter. Who are you gonna tell? How are you gonna tell? There we go. A nice big chunk done. Finish my symbol trace a lot quicker on the computer, I bet. Have you done the colors already? Like, the lines only took me an hour. I feel like isn't too bad for something like this. It's just all the colors that are taking a while. I think that looks pretty good. I am going to run to the computer, I'm going to run to the bathroom, get some more water, and yeah, we're going to keep plugging away at this. Look at our sphere. Look at our sphere. I have returned. Okay. Ugh. I think I'm gonna work kind of in the area around this big old black section we just put in. Welcome back, thank you. Like there's some little bits inside black section, and I think I'm gonna do this one. Well, pretty dark, but definitely want some contrast in here. Won't be noticeable at all until everything dries. I just grabbed the wrong one. I just... If it had a few less little circles, your palette would be a cat paw. I had the same thought. I was just reaching through the little drawer we have here. We have like 5 little palette things. I was like, oh, it looks like a cat paw, except for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's one of those Hemingway cats. Got 2 thumbs. Okay. I think I want to get like this section and then like these middle sections. I guess we're working our way up. That wasn't entirely intentional, but it's gonna work. We have this in here. This is like 1 up from black. And on this back side, that is quite a bit lighter. It's almost all the way up. Okay, and then there's this whole section, right? It looks like probably the lightest of them. Oh. The real problem is that I don't know. I can tell on here, like, this in relation to this, but I don't know which one this was. Some of these grays are so dang similar to each other that I don't remember which one I painted where. That one's... Need some water back in here. Spooky lo-fi Star Wars, agreed. I really like that lo-fi Star Wars album. All my paints are drying out, but I don't want to mix a whole bunch of new ones because I don't have that much time left. There, how's that? I think we're getting there. It's amazing what you can do with a handful of shades of gray. Progressing! Hooray, progressing! Back here... I don't know that any of these are black. Maybe that. Well, not even. Not even. I could do like that. Well, no, because that's already touching a black one. So, never mind. I really can't hear this song without thinking of Smash Brothers. Come on. Oh, they're still painting here. I can see you. Teacher's over there knocking stuff off a desk, apparently. This is a good bopping song. just use the paints that are that I still have here. Getting kind of goofy. Hello all, sorry I had to go to a street fair. That's fair. Haha, that's fair. How was the street fair? All of my paints are doing their best to dry out at this point, and I don't want to mix more. I think we're about done. But we've made some serious progress here. Surprisingly wet. Oh, that's fair. Is it all? I guess it is a little gloomy outside. After all that 80-degree weather we had. Good food's my concern with these things. Yes, had some Takoyaki, excellent. Well, obviously there's still plenty left to go, right? There's still some bits in here that I haven't done, but that's because the paint is drying on me. We've got a good half of it done. I think her body is very nearly done, and now it's just going to be all of her face stuff. And then the background, obviously, but that's all going to be like a big solid color with maybe like a border of some kind, so it's not going to be too intense. Just use a bigger brush and it can go pretty fast. And coming back and touching up some of these other colors. I think this color is too pink. I think this needs to be more of a real light bronze color. So I might get some help with mixing that color before next stream. Between like this color and this color. Like this color I think is closer. She definitely does have this orange color to her. The Dyson Sphere finished? No, it's still going. We're just on a planet that is slowly rotating. Hopefully. I should check it. I've changed the camera a couple times, but inclined to agree, but it's nice base to build from. Yeah, I definitely don't have any confidence in changing any of these colors until like the rest of it is in place. Even some of these blacks and grays I think should have maybe a little bit of orange to them. But maybe that'll be something we come back and do after the fact as well. But even then, really it's like she's black and gray with a bunch of really weird bronze undertones kind of peeking up from underneath, and like, you know, she has kind of a stripy aspect on her back and then a floof. Those are the main things. So long as I capture that, then I'm pretty happy. If it was a Warhammer model, I'd say just wash it all with Agrax Earthshade. I mean, we could probably do that anyway, right? There is still a tiny bit on the Dyson Sphere. A tiny bit. Agrax Earthshade solves all problems, agreed. Maybe she will get a wash. I don't know, I'm looking at her across the desk here, and I mean, these blacks and grays are pretty close. As far as the blacks and grays that we've done today, I think I'm pretty happy. It's all the actual colors. It's the colors that are the hard part. All these shades, I think we're doing okay. Now that things are dried, I think I can actually come back and pick them out, right? We have this black, we have dark gray, we have lighter gray, we have slightly lighter gray, and then we have like this gray. No, this is gray. These two might get these two might get lost together. But honestly, that's it's probably fine. Like I can see lines in here. I can see where the borders are between most of these different colors. I think we're okay. I think we're in good shape. You think it looks good? Good. Good. Oops, sorry. I've trained you well. I think let's move over to our just chatting desk, and we'll chat. But I think I'm out of paints for today. I think my paints have dried up. How dare you? We aren't yes dorks. You say that. Okay. Hi, I'm here now. Yeah, I'm looking at our sphere. We are down to like those last two panels. Oh, and here's the cat. You're in the way now. Hello. I'll pet you in like 5 minutes. Jeez. So we are at, just switching our gears to solar sails. We are at 6.150616. That was 6.153200. So we have another 2,500 sails left. Is that right? Yeah. Yeah, like 2,600 sails left. Wow, okay. But of course now there's only, what? There's 120 attaching at any one moment. Here, I can even hop over to gameplay? Yeah, there we go. I can just come over here and you can see it. There we go. This is all that's left. Pretty sure. Everything on the bottom is done. Everything on the top is done except for these two. And these are the exact two that we knew were going to be the problem. And now, yeah, they're all the solar sails that are left have to go into this one single node. I have actively provided suggestions and criticisms in streams before. It's true. It's very true. And they're always appreciated. So yeah, we have 120 attaching at any one moment. And, you know, plus 200,000 in orbit. But if we are... if we say 2,000 away, and it was still, oh, I can't get my calculator is my camera. Glad to be appreciated. You are appreciated. I hope I should show you more appreciation, shouldn't I? Calculator. So if we have 2,000. They're going in 6 seconds each, right? Is that what we determined last time? So it's 12,000 seconds, which is 200 minutes, which is 3.5 hours. So it's actually going to turn out exactly what we thought. 6 hours from the end of last stream. So yeah, I'm going to let this go off stream for a little bit. And then when we come back on Monday, come by on Monday, and we're gonna finish this dang thing for real. I'm gonna let it run off stream until it's like real close, until we have like 50 left or something ridiculous. And then we'll be good. Our research is still going. There's ships on the ground? What is... Did something break? Did something break? I think something broke. Okay, well, I'll deal with that. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me on a Saturday and hanging out with funky art things. I am enjoying this as much of a brain fudge as this is. I am enjoying this. So come by next Saturday and we're gonna keep working on it. I don't think I can get it done in one stream, but probably 2. 1.5 to 2 streams is I think what we have left in this. So come by next Saturday. We're gonna keep painting. Come by on Monday. We're gonna finish a Dyson Sphere. Come by on, you know, the remainder of Monday and Thursday, and we're gonna do something new. We're gonna start a new game. We're gonna start a new game this week. I still haven't entirely decided. I guess on Monday we're gonna do V Rising. On Monday we're gonna finish Dyson Sphere and then take a look at V Rising to, you know, hop into the server that I have going. And then on Thursday we're gonna do something new. So TBD. I'll see you then. Today's episode was brought to you by Colors. fuck them, and by you, and clicking those buttons down there and hanging out and lurking and telling me when my eyeballs are being stupid. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all being here. So thanks for being here. Have a good rest of your weekend. Have a good week. Don't forget to stay kind.